Hey, great Friday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And yes, we're back in Brownsville, Texas.
That's good. A lot of happened when you were gone.
Let me tell you, it's kind of the weird thing, and I tell people this. It's like I go, and everything goes to crap in Brownsville.
Yeah, I don't think it went to crap, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, everything goes to crap.
Apparently, we have like a list that you made up that you want to talk about. So apparently, we only have 45 minutes to talk about all of it.
45 minutes because I have to be in my Matamoros.
And
I have work.
And you actually have a list, like there's an actual countdown, a plan, an agenda.
Well, first of all, let me say this because I posted on it when as soon as I found out, I let individuals know this is what's going on. Again, prayers, and to all family and friend of Rene Oliveira, our state representative, former state representative. Again, not always agree with his policy. Ruby, ¿me das pasas el chocolate? And not always agree with his, with his ideas. We were on different sides of the fence for a lot of things. The one that came to memory more than anything to me was TSC.
Yeah.
Save TSC. To me, that was the big one. That was the big no-no from Rene. All this other stuff that he got into in regards to the DWI and the issues with the marriage thing and the always flirting and stuff. That didn't faze me at all. What really, really hurt me in regards to my relationship with Rene Oliveira, if we had any, was the TSC thing. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's all politics. It's, you don't attack a person when they're dead. You try not to be like that, but some people out there want to attack the guy.
Well, what
after he's dead, he's not even able to defend himself. He's dead.
Before we go in there, I mean, what is your take on the Oliveira?
Oh no, I mean, I completely disagreed with him on TSC. I think what he did was ridiculous, but that's his politics. He'd been in office for what, like 30 years or whatever, and then lost. But in those 30 years, he was a liberal Democrat, I guess you could say, in the state house, and his policies were, his votes were very liberal. He was a leader in the state house because of his seniority. I don't think he always got along with our state senator. I think maybe they weren't huge fans of each other.
No.
And so that didn't help. That doesn't help Brownsville when you have two people that are competing against each other for, hey, I'm better than you and you're better. No, I'm better than you kind of stuff. But at the same time, but that's politics, right?
I have the most seen podcast outside home.
Oh, you mean you don't have a sign outside your house that says that your podcast is the most viewed in all the RGV?
I opted not to do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised when other people have that. Although I will say that certain podcasts yesterday had 70 something people watching live at one time yesterday. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I know.
That's where we're going right now. And look, I'm going to say this. I love Captain Bob. And again, Roman's one of those that doesn't like to say names. I don't care. I love Captain Bob. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, you didn't want to talk about it yet. That's why I didn't say his name.
No, but you always like, well, I don't want to. Anyway.
Well, no, we love Captain Bob. I ate at Captain Bob's a couple of days ago. I mean, I'm. What's that? I was like, what are you doing? Somebody knocking on your door?
Shrimp?
Is that the police?
Shrimp?
Stop it.
Anyway, bad taste. Horrible. Bad taste. Captain Bob, no, that was unclassy. And I'm not hating. I'm not being an enemy. I don't, want to have an Erasmo post tomorrow or something.
Yeah. And I don't want a Roman post either.
Bad taste.
I even told him the night before.
You don't do that.
You don't go after the guy because you didn't like the guy. He's dead.
I mean, my gosh.
I mean, you might as well go take a dump on his grave, for goodness sakes. I mean, what the hell?
Gracious alive.
Why would you do that?
But let me say this, guys. To the people that were out there cheering him on, guys,
you're not his friend. You're not being his friend.
No, do not Do not feed that madness. That's crazy. I mean, horrible. Roman?
It is. I mean, I talked to him the night before. He got very upset with me because I told him I don't think you want to do that. You're not my friend. What the hell, dude? Like, what the hell? I'm trying to help you. This is not healthy.
Help me.
Help
Help
you.
you.
And I'm
Help.
just trying to be like, damn it. Like you're not making yourself look good. I mean, if you're the most popular podcast out there, don't do that. Don't I mean, are you doing it for the clicks? Like, don't do that.
Well, it was crazy because
And then
supposedly he was going to have a show and it was going to be a tell-all show. I'm going to reveal everything. And then I didn't watch it. You know, I was in Europe. I didn't watch it. But people close to me or, were out there saying, like, it was just a dud. It was like, and again, thank God it was a dud.
yeah. Hey, is your microphone on or something? Because you sound like far away.
Crap.
You sound like really far away. I'm like, what the hell?
My microphone was in the back.
There you go. There you go. Much better. I can hear you now.
I mean, oh my Lord, Roman, I was tripping.
I just can't. I mean, you're right. I didn't see the show either. But people did tell me that he didn't go too far, which is good, I guess. Maybe because they had our friend Leti Grasoria on with him. That went on, and maybe that helped and calmed him down a little bit. But he shouldn't have done that.
No,
he shouldn't even publicize that I'm going to go after. And then people were commenting on his thing, he was getting fights on Facebook, and we want to help our friend.
help me, help you.
Just don't do that. He's dead. Congratulations. I guess you're the winner for outliving him or something. Be the bigger man.
Barely.
Well,
So he went for the jugular. No. Let me say this. You go for the jugular when they're alive.
yeah,
When there's still blood flowing through the veins.
yeah.
That's how you go to the jugular. Like where it hurt. It's not going to hurt him. He's dead. It's going to hurt his children, Captain Bob's children, Captain Bob's close family, man. And
It's also yeah.
that's the kind of stuff, guys. And let me say, this is one of the reasons, and Sam knows this about me. I do not go after family. Do not go after. I never ever went after the infidelities of Rene Oliveira or the sleeping around. Or never ever went those routes ever, because I've always stated, and I'm true to my statement: don't go after the children. Don't go after. Don't go after the wives or the novias. Now, I will say this, because last time I said that, someone said, well, you went after Joey Lopez's daughter. I said, they're in politics. The little rich girl is a sitting board member.
And you also ran against her.
It's a
It'd be like not going after George W. Bush because he's the son of a former president. He was the president.
yeah. And then they go like, well, what about the one that was getting married? Because no, they went after it. What about the one that was getting married? He used COVID shots to get those people vaccinated, and we had a shindig when they were telling us not to have a shindig. You better believe I'm going to talk about the shindig. That's valid. That's different. That's pertinent. But you don't go after someone that's dead.
People couldn't go to weddings, to quinceañeras. People had bought quinceañeras, had been planning quinceañeras. I mean, yeah,
For 15 years.
yeah. That year was a bad year. Bad year.
Yeah, again, prayers and concerns to Rene Oliveira and his family and friends and everybody else out there.
Are you gonna go to the funeral? Porque yo no. I mean, I didn't know the guy.
When is the funeral?
Pues yo no sé. I'm just wondering if you're gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, if I get the details, I might stop by. One of the other things that I made mention, I mean, it's already, and I think I told you this, it's already 3. And death comes in 3s.
Yes, I know. And the third person you said was like, he was
Ben
what
Neese,
was okay. That's Ben. Okay, yeah, that Ben.
Michael Vargas.
Michael doesn't count. He's not even from Brownsville.
He's from San Benito, Cameron County.
That doesn't count. Oh, so are you gonna count Connie de la Garza because he was the former mayor of Harlingen? He passed away last night or yesterday.
4.
No, you're not gonna count that. You're not gonna count that.
Where's he from?
Harlingen.
4. No, well,
Count Michael Vargas, por
the
favor.
reason I
No.
said 3 was because I knew Michael Vargas. I served during the time that Michael Vargas was actually serving in San Benito. So and again, that's another person. I had my headbutts with. We butted heads a couple of times, and in some matters, actually, very very publicly, in couple heads after a couple of drinks. But
Oh, really?
yeah.
Was he hitting on you or something and you didn't like it, or he didn't hit on you? What the hell?
He's not my type. But first of all, he came at me and said, like, well, this is what you got to do. I said, bitch, my name's Erasmo Castro. I don't take well to this is what you have to do, and so we got into a fight there, and I guess people
With fisticuffs and stuff,
No,
like boom, boom, like. Did you do the dance?
no, we didn't do
Fighting
that.
at the call. Put him up. Put him up.
Well, why are you criticizing my dance moves, Roman?
Because they were horrible, dude.
They're amazing.
They were horrible. They were bad. And then you had some guy, his arm was around you, like, what the hell? Were you all like getting ready for later on, or what the hell, man? That's disgusting.
He was all over me, and I'm going like, bitch, you're not my type.
Get away from me! Like, what the hell? Like,
I
I know
don't
that
know this, but in the video, he's out like he grabbed onto me, and I know
he grabbed onto your ass, and you don't even have an ass.
And I don't. Well, it's
Well, you almost look like it was your ass.
It's a little bit better than what it was before. Yeah, I'm still now. It's a little bit. I feel it's a little bit on the rounder. Se dio un panzazo with Michael Vargas back then. We were both chubbier. Yeah, might be. But this guy goes out there and I'm like, turn around and I look and I go like, bitch, get the hell away. What are you doing? I don't know if you noticed that in the video.
Was this like a gay club in Turkey or what the hell?
In Turkey, come on. You know that there's
Yo no sé. I mean, maybe you're in the underground.
it's a Muslim country. There's no such thing as gay anything in.
Well, I don't. It's just really weird. Or where I thought maybe you might be in Greece where you're la 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 la. No, that's Jewish, right?
No,
Yeah, is that Jewish
no,
or is that Greek? Opa, that's
Opa.
Greek. Opa, yeah.
So he was having his way with it. Yes, that's what it looked like. Like he was like all on me, like, guy, what are you doing? They're recording this.
So, but do you think that maybe that's what made your dance even worse? Because it was bad, dude. It was Ellen bad. Like I was expecting to do that.
You think it was Ellen bad?
It was pretty bad. Elaine, sorry, not Ellen. Elaine, sorry, Elaine Benes.
It was pretty bad. Let me tell you,
It was horrible.
it was horrible. I have to admit, I was tripping out by 6, but no, it was in Turkey. It was on this boat.
Why are you counting money?
Oh, because I'm going to the bridge right now because I have a wedding. So I
Oh,
have to take,
so now everybody knows where he has his money now. Great.
it's in my drawer. It's not a big secret.
That's a
Turkey
lot of
is not
money.
liberal like in European countries. Well, let me say this about Turkey: it's a lot more liberal than other Muslim countries.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more liberal. I think. Like I went to Egypt. In Egypt, no alcohol anywhere, and in Turkey, you could find alcohol
Underground.
I know for a fact.
But
But
you were in. So you went from Europe and to Asia because Turkey is in Asia. Right?
yes, very good.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank
But
you.
I also, that dancing, those amazing moves were on a boat. And I don't know if you saw the other videos, but I mean, really talented individuals on that boat. And so what happens is we're on the boat having dinner, me and a friend, and
Mhm.
we actually went in between Europe and Asia because it's that little strait that goes between Europe and Asia. And I thought it was kind of cool.
Yes. I'm glad you had fun.
It was fun. I love Turkey. I love Istanbul. Actually, I wouldn't mind going back to Istanbul. My little boy missed me.
What little boy?
My baby, aquí lo tengo. I have him right here between my legs.
Oh, your kitty cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm stroking him.
I'm sure you are.
But let me say that que bebé, me extrañaste, bebé. Rome, amazing. Rome's just amazing. I actually bought some new garment. What I'm wearing right now, I bought it in Rome. And let me say this: I bought it at right there. Vatican store right next to it. So if anyone wants to go, say, "Yeah, you're wearing Catholic garb," yeah. Now but it's amazing because they measure you, Roman. They measure you and everything. This fits perfecto, perfecto.
So you're not gonna get fat now.
I know I can't.
You're gonna become more anorexic than you already are.
Yeah. Tiene pega caso. Let me tell you, I don't know why, but a lot of folk were out there hitting on Erasmo.
Maybe because you're looking like a priest and they want
No,
to tempt you.
well, actually, I actually took one of my purple priest shirts or clergy shirts, and I took that because I was going to take some pictures at the Vatican just to bitch slap everyone out there. They go like, "Hey, yeah, it's not Catholic. Never said I was Catholic. Roman knows I've never said I was Catholic ever.
Yeah,
I made that very clear.
you look like more like a joke, like the women that are dressed up as priests when they're in like Protestant churches. I don't know what's worse, you or them.
Oh, that hurts, Roman.
I know. I know.
I noticed that, bro, because the heart glasses were no longer there. Oh, you're talking about my friend Eduardo. He had heart glasses in Italy and did not take them to Rome. Did not take them. No, did not take them to Turkey. Yeah, yeah, very good. Dan, Sam notices a lot of things.
I'm
They
sure
all
he does.
want to defrock you, especially the guys
You
that
know,
were.
there's this.
Well, it's
There's,
kind of weird. Let me say this, Roman.
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought when I was dancing, well, Elaine dancing. When I was dancing, I actually thought, Roman, that they were doing the guy thing over here and the girl thing over here. Because in a lot of these countries, like Greece and a lot of the Muslim countries, the men dance together and the women dance together. Did knew that, Roman?
yeah, and they do that because they don't want people fraternizing with the opposite sex and pretending, potentially scandal.
Yeah, it's
You know.
scandalous. So
Mhm.
I thought, well, maybe it's the thing, So I'm out there, amazing dance moves, and and sure enough, I said, like, what is this tall, blonde, handsome individual, leeching onto me?
Get away. Maybe he thought you were a sheep.
A she?
A sheep
Oh,
or a goat. I don't know.
a moo?
Get away.
You are far from Catholic, right? I keep telling you
You're not
that.
even little C or big C Catholic.
No, hell no.
Mm.
But I'm the first one to say it, to admit it. But
Mhm.
I just got a phone
Yeah.
call.
So I've been watching. Apparently, Fox, the local Fox, now has a morning show, Fox Morning, and
They do?
yeah, it comes out at 9 o'clock. And the hosty chick, the one with the guy, when it first came out, the first episode, because they just started like a couple weeks ago, and she
Ruiz.
was sitting on the left, our left,
Uh-huh.
and you could see that she looked like she had a big ass tattoo on her thigh and another tattoo looking thing on her calf. And then I guess people noticed it, so like now she sits on the right because she wears these short dresses. I guess to make sure that you know we watch. But then again, we're not allowed to objectify. That's objectifying.
Well, let me tell you, one of the things that I got back and I was just literally amazed at how ridiculous a lot of people are out there that are applauding Biden for going out there and destroying the barbed wire fence
Oh yeah,
that Greg Abbott put up on the border. I said, like, is Biden just completely stupid or what?
they are. They're crazy. But I don't know what's even stupider was the fact that you have Amy Coney Barrett, a Trump appointee, who was supposed to be
Well,
the savior, out there saying it's okay.
well,
It's okay. You can cut down the things. It's
well,
fine.
let me tell you, I agree with Amy Barrett in regards to it is the federal government's option to do what they want to do on the border side. And I know that Greg Abbott did the 1.10 or something in regards to saying like, well, the states have the right to defend the border, especially if the country's not going to do it, the union's not going to do it. So I understand completely, but I think what she was actually trying to say is, guys, let's not get too much involved in these little state matters and put the line down where the federal government has their right, their duties, and then just determine what everything's going to do. I actually thought it was kind of, and call me crazy, I thought it was actually kind of good for the conservative movement that Biden is going to be out there opening up the damn border.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're talking political, I may make sense, but constitutionally, I don't think it makes any sense whatsoever. The fact that Amy Coney Barrett and John Roberts ruled the way they did, because I agree with Governor DeSantis when he argues that there would be no way that our founding fathers who crafted the Constitution, who crafted the federalism, would have been okay with a state being able to be told by the federal government, you can't protect yourself from an invasion. You're not allowed to do that.
I agree.
I sincerely doubt that they would be okay with that. And Governor DeSantis making a point that many conservatives and many originalists would have made. But we don't know why Amy Coney Barrett ruled a certain way. She just didn't rule and she joined the three liberals because, of course, they think the same because they're a hive mind. And then you have stupid John Roberts who doesn't want to get involved in politics. He's like the cowardly lion. And then you have it's almost like Amy Coney Barrett and Brett Kavanaugh flip a coin. Who wants to be the one to piss off the conservatives? Who wants to be you? It's your turn. Okay, you turn. And then that just makes no sense to me. I cannot believe that that the state of Texas is not allowed to put barbed wire on the border to keep people from invading our country. That's ridiculous.
Madness. It makes absolutely no sense. So my thing is, it's just gonna go like, well, then stop bitching and whining about us sending you all these people. Stop.
Yeah.
Because we're going to continue to send them your way.
Oh, yeah,
you're the one that's opening the border. You're the one that's well. We're going to put our buses right there where you're opening it up. Where you're tearing down the wall, the barriers that we're creating. We're going to put the buses right there and ship them to your country.
And we're going to ship them where it's freaking cold so they can freeze their asses.
No,
we can't do that because that's inhumane. That's inhumane. Or then when you had stupid Henry Cuellar last week or 2 weeks ago claiming that the Texas military prevented Border Patrol from rescuing people who were in the water and they died, and they blamed the Texas military when it wasn't. They were already dead.
Well,
and at what why are we beholding to make sure that people live and cross the river illegally and make sure that they don't die?
Again, it's our job to save life where life needs to be saved. If we have the opportunity to help, to assist in emergency situations, I want every law enforcement officer at any level to go out there and help. Please go help them out. But I agree with you.
Stop being a little. Give me a break.
No.
It's not the responsibility of a military person to go out there and supposedly rescue people that are crossing illegally.
Something that you
put their life in jeopardy for somebody else who's crossing illegally. You don't know if they're a criminal or what.
Because that is being what, and I know it's far fetched from you. Being human is all about.
Well, no, it's not that it's being human. You're not,
man. Go out there and save people's lives. I would put up, and again,
you would really.
Being that I'm dressed in my clergy wear, I will tell you, what would Jesus do?
I don't know. I don't know what Jesus would do. I don't know
because you're Catholic.
No, I wouldn't know.
So Jesus. That's the one thing you all and the Muslims have in common. You all don't understand Christ.
Whatever. Give me a break. Give me a break. You know what? You're putting yourself into what Jesus would do. Like Jesus would, Jesus would have parted the water. Can you please get this weirdo off? Like seriously, like life was so much better when he wasn't there. Like seriously, like he's just an idiot. He's just a moronic liberal guy that you think he's funny. He's not. He's an idiot. Like seriously.
What would Jesus do, Roman?
I don't know. I don't know.
He would die for that person.
Yeah, he would die for that person.
Like remember.
Yeah, again, exactly. But now I ask you: is the military God or Jesus? Are they? Well, are you Jesus? Are you God? Is that what you're doing? You're pretending to be God and Jesus?
Scripture says, "Dioses somos."
Okay.
You know where that's at?
I don't know. You're going to enlighten me, Protestant.
In Psalms, and repeated by that individual that you all have very little knowledge of. Repeated by Jesus. No dice vuestra escritura, el profeta David, dioses somos gods. Yeah. Actually, I remember that because I remember
you're pretending to be God. That's what you're saying. What would Jesus do? It says
dioses somos. It's a passage in Scripture, Roman.
I'm sure.
Something that y'all are very.
I'm sure. 100%. But regardless, the Texas military was not involved in any way, shape, or form for those people that were crossing. They weren't anywhere near the place, but politically, Henry Cuellar and other people want to blame the Texas military and Governor Abbott. Give me a break.
How do you feel so comfortable embracing IR cruelty? Oh,
What?
yeah, no, no, no. I think what Lupita's trying to say is, yeah, we can't be cruel. Again, if I
Nobody's being cruel. And nobody's being cruel.
Could
If
you-
you're telling me that a person, well, not anywhere near the person that died, that was crossing illegally, it is now your responsibility to go make sure that person lives who's trying to invade our country. Really? How do you know that so if a suicide bomber were coming across illegally, it is, and they were dying, it's now our responsibility to save the suicide bomber? Really? Give me a break.
it's being human.
Yeah.
How do you feel so comfortable embracing
I don't even
your
use you.
cruelty?
It's not cruelty. Give me a break. Like, whatever. It's not cruel. Like, I'm sorry that I don't want to have our military people, our law enforcement, risk their lives to like rescue somebody who was already dead and invading our country. I'm sorry.
Again, I
Mhm.
will disagree. Strongly disagree. I want everyone to go save everybody else's life, and I will be one of the first.
Oh, you know what? Erasmo, maybe we should just admit Mexico into the Union and make all those Mexican be that way you don't have to cross illegally or legally or whatever you do.
I would like that. I would love for United States to some way or shape or form.
So we're going to be policing the entire world. I thought you were America first, Erasmo. Like you're all about America first.
Not policing the world.
That's what you are.
What I would say is,
Oh my God.
Okay, ahorita lo voy a imprimir, te lo voy a mandar. You have to switch to Gmail, papá. You have to. You got. Okay. Okay, I te lo mando, pero you got to switch to Gmail. You got to stop using AOL. Oh, sí. No,
Oh God.
no
Like,
sirve.
seriously, we gotta.
Papá is stuck on AOL, Roman. On
Okay,
AOL.
that's great.
I
didn't even know that still existed, but okay.
That's madness. I said
That's great. That's fine.
madness. Stop using AOL. Switch to Gmail, papá. No, si funciona bien.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You don't think you're being cruel doesn't mean your words and sentiments are cruel and trying to cover your cruelty by comparing a mother and two children to terrorist bombers.
First off, they were already dead.
Well, again,
they were already dead. They weren't anywhere near that. Get that through your thick skull. They were already dead. They were an hour before they even were told, hey guys, there's those people over there. We have to rescue them. They were already dead.
I was agreeing with you until you said let them die. Then I said, yeah, no, because I know for a fact.
I'm not. When did I say let them die? I did not say let them die. I just don't think it's the responsibility of the military or border patrol to go over there and help them. Oh, you want to cross into our country illegal? Let me help you. You know what? Let's send a raft over there across and make sure they don't risk themselves. Like, this is ridiculous. We need to like seal the border. There's millions of them coming across. Millions of them.
We do have to seal the border. I will agree.
No, you don't. No. You want to go there and you want to make sure it's completely safe for them. So you want our military or our border patrol to go over there and make sure that they cross safely. That, oh no, there's a water there. Let's not even do that anymore. Let's just build bridges all over the place.
That's not what I said. I don't appreciate words being placed in my mouth. What I said is, if anyone is in danger, is in trouble, we need to do our best to save their life.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. These obnoxious little liberals, like, oh my God, we have to risk our. I'm sorry that the life of our military and our border patrol and the people that are there to protect our country, I think that matter just as much. I think their lives matter just as much as the people that are coming across illegally in our country, just as much. But anyway, okay, whatever.
Well, agree to disagree on this one. Because I still want them to go out there and save as many people, and let me tell you, I think the humanity of a lot of folks out there, they'll do it without even being asked to do it. So
many of them will do it,
Yeah.
Many of them will do that, but you all are saying making it seem like you want to mandate them. Like anytime you see somebody like drowning, they
No one
have to
said
go rescue them.
no one said mandate. What we said was, if you see someone that is in trouble and you could save them, help them out, you better believe it without it placing your life or your
You know
well-being
what?
in jeopardy.
I guess that means every single time you see a homeless person on the corner, you need to make sure you feed them and stop complaining about those panhandlers that
Oh
are
no,
on the
no,
streets.
there's a difference. The
Oh, how is
panhandler
that? How is that different?
is very
They're
different.
trying to make
There's a
themselves a
difference.
better life.
No, there's a difference. No, hell no. There's a difference between someone panhandling on the corner of International and the Expressway, and someone that is homeless. Because the homeless and the individuals that are actually in need, those need to be helped. The
Hmm.
panhandlers, they need to get off crack. That's what they need to do.
I don't even. You see, you're just assuming that they're on
Oh,
crack. Anyway, keep going. Let's go make the comments because we had like 10 other things you wanted to talk about.
I know for a fact that they're on crack.
Okay,
Just
whatever.
because they cross don't make them a terrorist. Just because Trump says
Oh,
so.
I'm just making that example. I'm just using that. If somebody's coming across or whatever, and there's not thousands of it's millions. We've had millions of illegals that have crossed into our country in the last year and a half. Millions. I mean, get that through your thick skull. Says that. I know it's not hard. I know your brain might be hard. Yeah, my colors are I want to protect our country and I want to protect our federal agents that are protecting our country. I'm sorry.
I want
I'm
to
sorry you don't. I'm sorry that you care
I
about that.
totally agree with Roman. Why should federal agents risk their lives? Because it's a human thing to do.
Yes.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
they do, and they shouldn't be forced to carry out Abbott's evil policies. I'm going to disagree in
Well, they're
regards.
in the military.
I'm going to disagree in regards to the evil policies thing, just because, again, I truly think, I truly think that we have a right as a state to protect our borders, since the federal government has been very, very lax and has not protected our borders. See, before. First of all, most of them aren't Mexican. They're just coming through Mexico. The majority are from Central American countries, African nations, and Asian as well.
Really? And like I didn't know that already. And that's why you absorb Mexico. There could be an argument you absorb Mexico because their southern border is a lot smaller. It might be easier to protect than 1,000 miles of border,
Well,
1,000 miles of borderland
I've
between
always,
us and
I've, al-
Mexico.
I've always thought it would be a great idea if United States would annex Mexico. I think that'd
I
be
don't think so.
amazing.
Millions. It's 10,000 a month. No, it's not.
It's
It's
millions.
more.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
would.
sorry, Cesar.
Yeah, I agree with that, Roman. There's millions coming across. I think
Millions.
if last
We
last count, I think it was like between 3 and 4 million already in
mhm,
these in this past administration, and
mhm,
I'm probably lowballing it. And let me tell you, from some numbers I received back when I was in Ecuador, 7 million expatriados de Venezuela. Venezuela. That's just one country. That is the number one expatriado country in the world. And you would think
mhm.
Syria and a lot of these other countries where they have all these civil wars and ISIS and all these crazy folks out there, it's here
Yeah.
in Latin America. Seven
Mhm,
million have left Venezuela, and they're all headed this way.
mhm. No, but it's only 10,000 according to Cesar.
A month. I understand where he gets the number. Maybe in this area, Cesar. Maybe in this area we get 10,000. But you're talking about what Roman
No,
mentioned.
we I think at one point we had almost 1 million people, which is about equally the valley.
I think 1 month we did have in our area, like over. I think when the Haitians came
That's
and
horrible.
the Central Americans came, then you are. I think it was close to 1.2 million that came over
Hmm.
in that month. I think projected. Americans risk their lives everywhere. A river will make no difference.
We've had people risk their lives. Okay. All right.
They
All
don't
right. So,
talk, they don't talk take action to protect your borders. Join the national. No, no. Let me tell you, anyone out there, I want everyone out there in law enforcement to protect our borders. I don't care if you're a Brownsville Police Department officer. I don't care if you're a Cameron County Sheriff. I don't care if you're a state trooper. I want everyone out there to know they need to protect our borders, protect our homes, protect our businesses. I don't want San Francisco happening in Brownsville or happening in Texas. I don't want was that Salt Lake City? No, not Salt Lake City. That uh, what Oregon City, Portland. We don't want a Portland here. We don't want raids. We don't want our businesses to get looted. That's madness, and that happens in these liberal cities where liberal DAs and policymakers take absolutely no action
mhm.
against criminals. And
Yeah.
this is the mentality that is being implemented by saying, you know what, open borders. Screw you. I don't want open borders in the slightest.
I
Everyone do
mean,
it the right way.
they had schools shutting down in New York. Anyway, yeah, actually, I am. I think it was a huge mistake by our Republican electorate in Iowa and New Hampshire to do that. But I
All the
mean,
way.
they want to relitigate the 2020
What about
election
South
and talk
Carolina?
about January 6th.
Where's South Carolina going?
I don't know. I guess they're gonna go for Trump. Everybody's gonna go for Trump now. I mean, it's unfortunate.
It's
It is very unfortunate that we're nominating a guy who's in court like every other day,
it's inevitable.
like every other day.
It's going to happen.
I know. Oh, I know. He's the presumptive nominee. He's gonna win. So
Hola, Armenia.
yeah.
More Salvadorans and Guatemalans tacos across the 80s, and how many of them blew up this country?
There.
No, I think. Oh, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think what you're referring to, Hector, is the amnesty deal that Ronald Reagan actually is to push forward back in 86, 85, 86, which I thought was kind of a very, very humanitarian thing to do. And I think it helped the country in regards to, finally getting an account in regards to all the individuals that were here. And it helped out a lot of families. That's great. Plus, there was an excessive need in the workforce. There might be an excessive need in the workforce right now, but let me tell you.
I don't think it's an excessive need for the
Well,
workforce.
in regards to a lot of the jobs that a lot of people don't want to do, I'm not going to go out there.
That's a trope that we don't need to be repeating here.
I'm not going to go out there and pick the fields. And I don't think many Americans want to go pick the fields. But let me say this.
Myra did.
No, she didn't. But let me say this. Yeah, she didn't. Not one single day did she spend on the cotton fields.
She
But
claims it. Well,
she's
maybe
out
we
of
need to. Maybe we need to have people investigate whether or not she really did.
out of her freaking mind. She's a nutcase. But let me say this. Let me say this. I've dealt with a lot of the people coming over from Venezuela and from all these countries. A lot of them are coming to work. They're coming to leech off this country. And there's
what? How dare you say that? They're also wonderful
because it's
people.
the truth.
Oh
Because
my
it's
God, you have no heart, Erasmo. I
No,
mean, if I don't have a heart because I don't want to have our border
wanna
patrol risk
kill
their
people.
life, and
I just-
no, I didn't say
I just
kill
wanna give-
people.
I just
I
wanna
did
give
not
a
say
preview.
anything about killing those people. I did not say that. No. I did not. You're putting words in my mouth. I did not say kill them. I just said I don't want them.
No, they're not all terrorists. But,
And I didn't say that they were terrorists. I said, what if there is a terrorist? What if there is one terrorist crossing into the border? You want our border patrol to risk their life to save that terrorist. I did not say they were all terrorists. No, like I know listening is hard,
Leticia,
especially
trust
for
me,
liberals like says that.
I have no issue. We don't have to agree on everything to a certain point. I don't agree with Roman on this point. I do not agree with you, and that's okay.
It's okay.
We're
Let's
cool.
talk about the other stuff you want to talk about, like that you really want to talk
I think
about.
we're going to wind up talking about it on Monday.
No, I want to talk about it now. Like you want to talk about traffic, you want to talk about signs, and you
we're
want to talk about Eduardo Camarillo for whatever reason.
We'll
And
do
what else?
Susan
and-
Moncada, BISD run on Monday. Edward Camarillo.
We're gonna talk about Susan on Monday.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Edward
okay.
Camarillo. Edward Camarillo is a nutcase. A nutcase.
Well, I guess you want. Are you gonna be like Bob and start bashing him?
A nutcase! He's still alive, though, Roman. He still has a pulse, I think. On those clogged arteries of his.
Stop saying you don't know. You don't know. He could be a healthy guy. What's wrong with you?
Clogged arteries.
Be nice to our friend Edward.
I love Edward Camarillo. I love him and I love Michael. It's for some reason that I told you this last time, right? I ran into him at Main Street Deli. He wasn't having a salad, which he needs to have. It wasn't eating a salad.
Why are you fat shaming?
I'm not
Why are you're anorexic? You're an anorexic fat shaming people. What are you? Maybe you didn't introduce him to your doctor that helped you lose all that weight.
I gladly do it. He needs all the help he can get. But the guy goes out and I'm going like, hey, how's it going? And the guy wouldn't like,
don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
hell.
But he
But
could be a germaphobe like me.
no, he's not. He's just a psycho. Because he's the
Oh
one.
my God, he's
He's
a
a psycho.
psycho.
Remember when we were going back into TSC? Remember when we were fighting, Roman, against Carlos Quintanilla in regards to Fly Frontera? The guy was sitting on the city commission. The guy was running for mayor of the city of Brownsville, refused to take a stance against Fly Frontera. And we literally went out there and almost begged him, like, Mr. Camarillo, you've got to take a stance. This is important. And he's like, oh, no, I can't get involved. I can't get involved. I said, bitch, you're in politics. You're sitting on the commission. You're running for mayor, tapon, and you're not going to get involved? I was pissed, Roman. And, you know, and again, I'm willing to forget all that and move forward. But now he wants to run for TSC? TSC? Have you ever even lifted a finger to talk about the issues at TSC when we were out there, Roman, fighting against UTB TSC and UTB absorbing our community college and leaving us the debt? He said nothing. Now
I thought he was on the Dr. Julian Garcia side and Father Matthau. I think he was on that side. So now he wants to go to TSC and protect TSC when he didn't want to do it the first time?
Exactly. He was out there marching with that Father Armand or whatever that guy's name.
I wonder what Trey thinks about this.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
I mean, they were attacking Trey left and right.
But crazy father. You know who I'm talking about, right? Father Armand. What's his name? Armand or
Well, we can't talk about him because he's dead. He can't defend himself. He's dead. Calm down. But
he was a nutcase too. I mean, but again, in his political sense, people might like him for whatever the reason they liked him. He was a nut and out there supporting all these liberal, crazy people wanting to give away a college. That's the people that were got. Now he wants to go and serve on the TSC board. Is he stupid?
How do you know he wants to run for TSC?
Oh, because I'm Erasmo Castro. Adela Garza, your friend, Adela Garza.
Oh, you know, tu amiga, tu mejor amiga.
Adela Garza is out there like taking him like he's God's.
Oh, he's the new mijo. He's the new mijo.
Ay, my political son. I'm just waiting for Camarillo to come. She's my political mother.
Como Trey, like Trey. Like Trey.
I like Trey.
Is that what she does? She takes little Mexicans and makes them their kids. They're all around the same age. Because Trey and Edward are on the same age.
He may be a Mexican. He's not little.
Calm down, you mean person. You're horrible.
Is he out of his mind? And what does he think that I forgot what he did to TSC?
Yeah, you did actually forget what he did. I have to remind you right now.
Maybe that's the reason he wants to run to dismantle the rest of the college and give away the rest. Let me tell you, I even went to them, Roman. Went to them when they were trying to give away the recreational center to take it away from the students. I went to him and to Michael because they were sitting on student government. I don't know if Sam remembers this because they were sitting on. So I went up there going, hey, guys, help us out, guys. And say, because they want to take away the rec center. Wouldn't lift a finger, Roman, to help TSC students. Neither him nor Michael. And they had double obligation or duty because elected official. Besides that, they were on the student government that actually made the contract to reassure that the rec center would always be for student use, period. And they went back on the students and they said, screw the students, let Julieta do whatever the hell she wants to do with it. And that pissed me off then. And it pissed
So are you going to run for TSC now against Edward then? Is that what you're going to do? Why not?
I might. But
because you want to run for everything.
Maybe he will make
okay. Can we do? I want to say something about BISD because I'm really upset right now. BISD may not like me right now, but I'm not happy because apparently 8th graders, when you were 8th grade, seniors right now, if you were an 8th grade,
you see, we were going to talk about this.
No. I'm going to say not specific.
General.
In general, yes.
Quick.
So seniors right now, and when you were in 8th grade, many of them took classes. They took algebra and they took Spanish because those are the only 2 classes you could take in 8th grade, and those grades are going to count for their GPAs. And what pisses me off is that those 8th graders, that happened in the middle of COVID. So BISD, I'm not happy with you right now because I think it's ridiculous that people that were in 8th grade, their grades are going to count for the GPA. And number 2, that it was in the middle of COVID and it cut up. It's not fair. It's just wrong. But so there's a lot of students right now, your GPAs are just getting screwed right now because of this.
And we're going to go more into depth in it on Monday, Tuesday of next week.
Well, and the traffic jam that happened in front on International that nobody knew was happening. It just happened.
We're going to talk about the the International on Monday as well. It's crazy. It makes absolutely no sense in the middle of a school year to dismantle a school that funnels at least 1,000 schools here in Brownsville and 2 bridges. It makes no sense.
But they didn't even tell anybody. They didn't tell the city. They didn't tell anybody. I know because I asked, like, did BISD know? BISD wasn't even notified.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Maybe that's the reason he wants to run. Well, he needs to run, but not for office. He needs to run to
be nice to Edward
or go to that rec center more often and start eating more damn salad. I'm pissed. And let me tell you, what really triggered me was he was out there like very snotty. I go like, bitch, after all the damage that you've done to the city of Brownsville and to our students at TSC, now you've got the gall to want to run for TSC.
Yeah.
Oh, you stupid imbecile. And I can't wait for a forum where they're going to have him on there, and I'm going to call him out like a crazy man.
So you're not going to run for the appraisal district thing. You're going to run for TSC now.
Yeah, I am going to run for the appraisal.
But they're going to be on the ballot at the same time. You can't run for both.
I'm going to do an appraisal thing. That's why I want you to give me the information. Guys, I got to go.
The filing deadline is the 16th of February.
I love you. Roman, great job today. Despite the fact that you were so wrong. But guys, we'll see you again Monday morning. Maybe tonight, Roman? Can you?
Maybe.
If we can do tonight, guys, we'll slam it into a home run.
Slam it. I'm not slamming anything. I'm not slamming or smashing nothing.
I'm slamming that white boy on the dance floor.
I know.
Be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.